everyone, Ben Zinn here with NextLevelGuitar.com. Today we're bringing you another one of our Inspired by lesson series, and we're going to take a look at a way that we can recreate a sort of Hawaiian pop ukulele sort of vibe with our electric guitar and our capo. So let's go ahead and get everything ready and we'll dive right in. Hey everyone, before we continue, make sure that you click on the text box below, the YouTube text box. We have a link there that will direct you to a free video lesson and a coinciding ebook from NextLevelGuitar.com. It's not available on YouTube, so take a look at that and we'll continue on. Okay, so first thing, let's just take a quick look at our chord progression, and we'll learn kind of how to play the rhythm style, and then we'll learn those cool little lead licks on top of it too. But first things first, our chord progression is with our capo on. We'll just refer to these chord shapes by their open name, starting out with a G shape here. Followed by a B minor 7th, or 2nd fret, if you think about it from the capo. To an E minor. And to a C. So 4-chord repeating pattern. Let's go back to the first chord in the progression, and we'll learn a way to kind of recreate that Hawaiian style rhythm playing. This is going to be achieved through using palm muting through all 6 strings. So go ahead and use the length of your palm here to deaden all 6 strings, just ahead of your bridge. Shooting for a nice muted sound there. And then we're going to break up our chord into low parts and high parts. Basically, we're going to play on 1 and, we're going to play the low portion of the chord. And on 2 and, we're going to play the high portion of the chord. So, 1 and 2 and. So, when you're working on separating out your chord, don't worry so much about hitting exactly these strings or exactly those strings. Basically, we just want to create a separation between the high register of the guitar and the low register of the guitar. As long as you can hear the difference between your registers in your strumming pattern, that's going to get the vibe across. Okay, so once you have a good feel for that rhythm approach, go ahead and take that through your progression. So take some time to get that down if you need, because next we're going to take a look at the cool little sliding lead licks that we can add on top of that. And what I did to play that is I put that progression in my little looper pedal down here. If you have some way to record on your computer, or if you can drag a friend away for a while and make them play that progression over and over again, you can do that too. But some way to practice playing on top of the progression is a great way to learn the phrasing and the timing and kind of how to piece all this stuff together. So we'll break down that lead section next. Okay, so to create this lead melody, I'm going to be playing dyads or 2-note chords on the high portions of the strings. So let's take a look at all of those positions, and then we'll piece them together. So I'm going to start out on here on strings 1 and 2. And I guess we would think about that as the 3rd fret, or the 8th fret if you're envisioning it without the capo. But with the capo on, we'll think about that as the 3rd fret. And let's go ahead and switch and use the ring finger with that actually. Next we're going to play and slide that shape up 1 whole step. Practice getting those notes to ring out consistently as you slide. After we execute that move, we're going to land here on what we would call frets 4 and 3 from the capo. whole step below, I'm going to slide back into my initial position, and then play open, second and third string. Let's back up and put that all in context now. Okay, the second half is going to find us sliding again from frets 2 and 1 on the second and third strings, up a whole step, to the 5th fret, both strings 2 and 3 there. And my last little move is to slide this shape up a whole step and end up where I started. Once again, the whole thing in context. Now let's take a quick listen and look at how that fits against the chord progression. Some really neat things that you can do to sort of recreate the sound of another instrument. That's one of my favorite things to do, is see if you can come up with the vibe of a ukulele or a piano or some other instrument and recreate it on the guitar. Really leads you down some unique sounding paths and helps you come up with some cool stuff on your own. So thanks again so much for joining us today. Once again, this is Ben Zinn with nextlevelguitar.com. Hope you had fun today, and we have a lot of great additional stuff at our website, nextlevelguitar.com. Have over 1,000 videos, all different styles, all different skill levels. We have videos for beginners, intermediate players, and advanced players. So head on over there. Thanks again so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.